Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and we are going to jump in and do a read for the first 2 weeks of May. This is going to be you and who, all right? And this will be a love read. My monthlies focus on what the universe wants you to know. It's more of a general read to see what wants to come up. You'll see that at the end of this video. However, we're going to start with you, and what I always like to do is to pull a card specifically for you as it pertains to love and what's going to affect your love life, what's going to affect your relationships. It could be life overall. But let's go ahead and take a look at what that is. I'm going to pull from my coaching deck here and take a look at what that is for you. Woo, here it is. Okay, so what do we have here? Now this is interesting because this is about really focusing on expressing your opinions and expressing your emotions. And that's the card that came out. So for some of you, this could be something that is really important or that's coming to the forefront in terms of expression, right? It might have to even do, even with with the solar plexus, but this is about, add more context to the situation to really strengthen what it is that your stance that you're taking, whatever that is, in a relationship or in a situation, okay? But it does want you to express your opinions and your emotions here, okay? So what do you think related to the situation, okay? So really stop for a moment and ponder that. What do you think about the situation? Because what this is saying is really to carefully consider your thoughts, determine if it's actually enhancing the situation or, Gem, if it is distracting the situation, okay? So sometimes this is saying that less is more. So this is just really about, focusing in on that. I am going to pull a card as it pertains to what it is from one of my decks here, and I'm going to find out what this is specifically for you. What is it that you need to kind of approach here, and what's going to be kind of help you express your opinions and your emotions. I'm going to pull one card from this deck, and I'm going to pull another one from the soul trees, okay? Wow. Okay. So interesting. Very interesting. Ooh, very, very cool. Okay, guys, so here's what we've got. So we've got try a new approach. So the soul trees say try a new approach. So for some of you, maybe that you're used to expressing your opinions, or maybe you're not expressing your opinions or your feelings. And this is saying try a new approach. It's going to be necessary within the situation. Okay, so that's what's coming through. And then the other card that I got here was self-worth. All right. So this is really interesting because this is really kind of stepping into, really focusing on seeing your value and seeing your worth and owning your value and worth rather than hiding, okay? So that's what this is talking about that. So maybe that you're not expressing your opinions or you're not expressing your emotions. And what this talks about is that no matter, who you are or what you feel or what you've accomplished in life, you really are a magnificent, unique person, all right? And it really wants you to focus in on your self-worth, to take some time out of your schedule is to determine how much you really love yourself. And you're such a gem, and it's about seeing that gem, within you, right? And so this is about appreciating yourself and that beauty that you bring into the world. And really to know that it has to do with your sacral chakra as well as your base chakra, which is your root chakra. So really focusing in on that, guys, okay? I don't want you to feel for 1 second, Gem, that you are lesser than those people that are around you. And this is what the card really talks about, all right? So don't for 1 minute think that that's the case, right? So it really wants you to come out of this, right? And to be confident and pay attention to your body language. Pay attention to your posture, right? It's very, very key because your tone and your volume will speak more so than anything, all right? And so it's a really good strategy to think about a confident person that perhaps is around you and to emanate that, right? Start taking that on until you really truly believe it and really can embrace that, right? And no longer hide, I think, as that's the case here. Let me move this deck over because it wants to slide. So that's what's coming through here. So very, very important, all right? And so self-worth is going to be key, right? And your self-worth is going to affect every facet of your life, including love. All right. So no more hiding, right? It's actually just coming out from that, right? And knowing that and believing that you are that unique person that you are, right? So, Yeah, I think that's really the biggest thing. So shine your radiant light, guys, right? And appreciate yourself and the beauty that you bring into the world. So I think you need to write in the comments, guys, just to get it started. I appreciate myself and my uniqueness and beauty that I bring into this world. And so it is, right? So that's what it wants you to remember. So a new approach is going to be necessary for you. It could be within the relationship or situation. So I'm going to put this aside. And let's go ahead and focus in on you and see what's happening for you here. Okay, so let's take a look at where you're at right now. And let's take a look at what wants to come up. What is going on for Gemini the first 2 weeks? What we're going to do is we're going to focus on where you're at and your challenges, and then what your opportunities and what your, and what you need to know most right now. And we're also going to take a look at this other person and what they like and dislike about you, and then what they want, and of course, what they want most from you. All right, and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's take a look. What's going on for Gemini? This came out here. 6 of Inspiration. I like it. We just talked about confidence, and this is the card of confidence. This is about you believing it first, and then others following, right? And then, really knowing that. And look at how she's standing within her light. This is what we want to see, right in the spotlight, Gem. This is that solar plexus chakra highlighted. So a lot of you could have been taking your own advice and maybe understanding this, or maybe, you've been inspired for this, but this is really that wand type energy, that fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And I feel that you're taking this on right now and trying to see how unique you are and putting the spotlight on your uniqueness and expressing your emotions as well as your opinions. All right, so very, very key. It's coming into light here, so this is a good. And 6 is about growth, so you've grown. All right, so you've grown a lot within this. Okay, and yeah, this is really beautiful. There's also a star right above her head there. You might have Aquarius within your chart, or dealing with an Aquarius, or you're taking on that energy, right? It's like you've healed and now you're kind of going that next level. Now the next card that I get is the Hanged Muse. So this is really talking about, this is like, to me in this deck, this is like the Hangman. This is about some sort of delays within a situation. All right, so it could be some sort of delays within a situation about taking some sort of leap. But what's interesting, that this came out upside down. Yeah, I guess it did come up upside down. Yeah, sometimes it's weird. You got to kind of look at this card a second time. But this is about no more. This is about delays. This is no more delays, like jumping forward. I love this. So it's like jumping forward within a relationship or situation, or into your confidence, or moving forward with confidence, no matter what, taking that step, right? And it's like getting rid of any sort of fear that might be holding you back. So it's kind of like leaning forward rather than leaning back and hiding like in the other cards. So I like this, guys. Lots of sunshine. So lots of solar plexus energy coming out here too. So I love this. Give me one more card. 9 of Inspiration. There is a lot of passion and inspiration within you right now. Okay. And a lot of beautiful energy. Now, the 9 of Wands really talks about an opportunity for, this is about not giving up, all right? This is about standing in your glory, right? This is also that orange color that has to do with that sacral chakra, right below the belly button here. So this is really focusing on that passion and sexual energy as well. But this is really coming to fruition, right? So there is something that's now coming to fruition for you, all right? Not only your confidence, but your inspiration in making the move and doing what it is that you need to do. It's kind of like you're standing in, regardless of the competition within a relationship or situation, you're persevering no matter what. All right, guys. And this is really cool because this is like, just look at that energy. You can't help but feel like energized and powerful, in looking at this. And, it's kind of like there's been some sort of connection. Maybe you've had a connection with someone and now you're kind of meeting in the middle right now, right? But it's really standing in your power and all your beauty and your joyous and your passion, and it's coming to fruition. So there is a lot of fire energy that's coming through here. So very, very cool. Let's take a look at the love cards and see what anything wants to come out in terms of where you're at right now. Let's take a look at what this is. What might want to shine through. That flew right out. What is it? lovey-dovey, passionate PDA. So this is about, being really lovey-dovey and affectionate. Okay, public displays of affection. So maybe you're really sharing your love for someone, and it's coming through. Wow, you might have love for someone really that's coming through here. And maybe it's after some sort of healing that you've gone through. You've gone through some sort of trauma or some sort of healing, and you've actually recovered, Shem. And this is so beautiful. And this is the stone of love, right? Really it's kind of like that rose quartz energy. But I love it. It's healing. So whatever has caused you pain and suffering of the past, it's actually you've been recovered from it, and now you're moving forward. So a beautiful place to be. What is your challenge, right? What is, let's take a look. What is your challenge? What is your challenge? What is your challenge for the situation? What does that look like? This wants to come out. What is this? Making a move. Night of inspiration. More passion. Making a move towards the one that you have a lot of fireworks for, right? So this is the night moving forward. This is the Knight of Wands. So again, this is all about energy, passion, adventure, lust, right? You've definitely got some passion towards someone. I'm going to tell you right away. You just want to kind of stampede right towards them. And there is some sort of connection here. It's about making the motion or taking that step, or someone taking that step to you that might have that passionate energy. Okay. Let's take a look. Anything else? And there's a challenge with that because it kind of comes forth. It's kind of like you have to hold yourself back a little bit, right? And you try to hold a horse that is a wild horse back. That's kind of hard sometimes, right? It takes a lot of energy to do that. So you maybe have to, it's kind of holding yourself back from the passion that you feel towards someone. Might have to do with that, emotion, expression, or, your opinion in a relationship or situation, right? So let's see what else is your challenge, okay? Yeah, there's been some sort of conflict within a situation, right? And this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, okay? So this is your energy, some sort of conflict in terms of holding something back. Maybe there has been some sort of adversity, conflict, or some tension as it pertains to someone. Maybe dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, as well as yourself. Yeah, and then I get the Musa voice, is the King of, this is the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this is you. I really feel there's been some sort of challenge, like of two minds, right? Maybe that, two people coming together to go on the same path, and there's maybe been some sort of conflict in terms of doing so. But this is about you using your intellect, right? Using your intellect, but there's been some sort of conflict because you're holding back your passions. So I think that it's also about balancing that out a little bit and expressing emotions and opinions, and that's going to be key. So there comes into play at the beginning what we talked about, that new approach. So it is about not just being in the mind, right? And because if you're that way, you can't go down the same path. There's two people kind of looking at different ways. But this wants you to move forward with some expression of passion, or move forward, but do it in a balanced way that doesn't create any sort of conflict, right? So I'm going to pull a love card on this. Let's take a look at what this is for you, Shem. Okay, let's take a look, all right? I'm just curious what wants to come out. Yeah, this is about maybe you're ignoring your emotions or feelings on purpose, or you're ignoring some sort of communication on purpose. Maybe you're taking something off the hook, ignoring someone on purpose, and it's frozen. It'll remain frozen, right? So in the winter time, that was the case. I don't know if this is changing. Is this changing here? Let's take a look at what that is. Is it changing here? Because I feel that it is, right? Yeah, this is about, it's getting boring. There's a boring routine that seems to be happening because this is about empty feelings, and this is about not expressing something, and it's a robotic heart. So the challenge is to actually express and not be this robotic heart, right? So maybe it's about taking a vacation and unwinding, kind of getting away a little bit. And maybe you want to take a vacation alone, to kind of do that, or with someone special. All right. Let's take a look at your opportunity. What is your opportunity? All right. I'm going to pull the love card first, and let's take a look at what that is. What is your opportunity? What do we have here? Yeah, your opportunity is not to sugarcoat things, is not to focus on superficial expressions, but get down beneath the situation a little bit more, all right? So no more sugarcoating is the opportunity, okay? Anything else in terms of your opportunity for Gemini? Let's see here. 2 cards fell out. I'll take them. This is about, the 8 of emotions, which is the 8 of cups, which means, walking away from a belief system or an old way of doing something. And then this is about using your gut, your intuition. This is the priestess energy, right? So using your intuition within the situation of that which is hidden and walking away from that of which is darker energy that wasn't serving you, all right? And 8s are about change to create balance. And by listening to your intuition, Gemini, that is what's going to help you, right? So it's no more sugarcoating things. It's about kind of getting down to the real situation, right? Let's take a look any more that Gemini needs to know in terms of their opportunities as it pertains to love. This wants to come out, what is it? Happy home. So this is about creating a happy home environment. Things going well, right? Things going well at home. So this is about creating things, creating that happy home to create a beautiful environment for yourself that really breeds, really positive energy. And anything else? Oh my gosh, there's an opportunity for reconciliation for some of you, okay? Now, this is an opportunity that you can actually celebrate, but only celebrate, again, if you leave the past in the past. And it doesn't mean just you, it means the other person as well. So being able to compromise and leave the past in the past is going to be key. So there is a reconciliation to rebuild or repair that is at hand. The opportunity is to get rid of the chaos and any sort of drama within the home, right? And to move forward. And some of us, that could have been our shadow sides, right? And maybe there's been a transformation from, the Scorpio transformation of that full moon that had taken place on April 29th, just before we get into May here, right? And then we've got a full moon in Sagittarius coming out at the end of the month on the 26th, which is, really focusing on you and knowing that safety starts with you. The safety that you need is not external. It's not a goal. It's not a mission or philosophy. It starts with the safety, knowing that whatever is going on, that you're going to be okay. And that gets back to that self-confidence, right? Self-worth, right? Regardless of a love situation, how anything goes, you know what? You're going to be okay. You're unique. You're loving, and you really, this is about stepping into that uniqueness, right? And that new approach. So that's really beautiful. What is it that's going to be your strength? What's your strength here? What's your strength here in the situation? What is your strength? What do we have here? What do we have here? The 2 of materials, which is the 2 of Pentacles, and then we got the Queen of Emotions. So this is about, your strength is about balancing your emotions, being flexible with the new energy that's coming into play, and being adaptable to the situation, kind of balancing those emotions, right? She's the Queen. She's very calm, intuitive, very compassionate. Maybe it's balancing something with this person, or 2 things, 2 people, 2 situations. You know your situation, all right? But the Queen of Emotions is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. You might have that in your chart. And then the 2 of Pentacles is being flexible, adaptable. It could be between 2 loves, between 2 roses, right? So very much well could be the case. Or taking on this new energy of this new way of being and being able to express yourself in a balanced manner. Okay, so for some of you, you know who you are in this. What is your strength with the love cards coming through here? Incoming abundance. Yeah, what you're doing is you're creating a solid foundation so you can create incoming abundance to come to you. So it has to start on a solid foundation. It can't be built on sand. So that's what this talks about. It's about building that reliable foundation. If you want abundance, it starts with a solid foundation, and that's what's coming into play. So your strength is developing that reliable structure, and music might be a part of it. Yeah, I love this, all right? So maybe that music is going to help you get into that vibe, right? And maybe it's creating music, writing music, playing music, or listening to music. Whatever it is, put on the tunes, put on the ones that really create and equate with that vibe that's going to make you feel real good, all right? And what is it that you need to know most? What do you need to know most? Okay, what is that for Gemini for the first 2 weeks of May? What do we have here? The Queen of Voices, and then we've got the 5 of Materials. Wow. So this is about the Queen of Swords, right? Coming through. She's very perceptive, right? Very keen, just like the birds are that are around her. And so this is about what you need to know most. You might be dealing with an Aquarius, or you might Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you might they're kind of taking on your energy. I don't know if this could be just you, but you could be dealing with a fellow air sign, is what I wanted to say. Okay. And this is about what you need to know most is to focus on your perception and your key gut feeling within here. And then I also get the Five of Materials. This is about, conflict here. The Five of Pentacles is about being abandoned, feeling left out, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. But this is about having a new perception of how you look at this, right? It's like, no, it's like if something doesn't work, I'm still whole, I'm still unique, I'm still special, and I'm going to, use that energy as I move forward, right? And I'm going to take on that new approach, and I'm going to work in that, right? So that you don't need to hide, that your self-worth is still strong, right? And you can actually move forward, right? So that's what this is saying. So, but this is about changing the way, there's a conflict in the way that you are perceiving something, and this is what the card wants you to know. That's the biggest message. Conflict on how you're perceiving something. I am going to pull another card on this just for you before we jump into that other person. And then I get the Five of Emotions. So again, more kind of conflict on some sort of regret in a love situation. Okay, something that has come to an end within a love relationship about regret. I'm going to move one more card here. Knight of Voices, now moving forward. This is the Knight of Swords, taking action, moving forward. This is saying just slow down a little bit because things might still be a little bit cloudy for you here. So slow down a little bit, even though you're very, want to move something forward very, very much in a relationship or situation. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, your energy. And then the Chariot. Yeah, the Chariot is standing in your power. So this is about, listening to the power within. This is for solar plexus chakra, guys. You can't make this stuff up because this is what happened at the very beginning. Your self-worth stems from your lower, your solar plexus chakra, right? It's no more hiding. Look how you were hiding at the beginning of the reading. Now this is standing out. This is knowing that, to take action and move forward. It's that you've got a lot of passion. I mean, a pack of wild horses can't hold you back. This is standing in your power, Cancer energy. But this is taking action and knowing that you're protected and you're safe, okay? Just like we talked about that Sagittarius full moon on the 26th of May, you are safe no matter what. And this is building that solid foundation for you because it's going to help your love life. It's going to help your relationships. But you got to feel safe in you before you can feel safe within a relationship with another and not being afraid and hiding back your emotions, your opinions, or anything of the sort. It's time to come out. It's time to step up and step out and be the unique you are, right? And shine on, baby. Okay? That's what I'm getting here. So with that in mind, I'm put this aside. Let's take a look at this other person, okay? Because this is key to your relationships, whether you want to believe it or not. This is what the cards are coming through, okay? But you got a lot of incoming abundance, all right? But this is about using it wisely, right? This other person, where they're at. Where are they at? This other person. Let's take a look at this other person. Where's this other person at that Gemini's thinking of? What are they at right now? Two of Emotions. Oh, this is two people coming together and expressing their feelings for each other and their opinions. So it could be dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy. You might have it in your chart. The other person might have it in theirs, or you're taking this, or they're just taking this on. But this is two people coming together. Yeah. Oh, look at this. I mean, really, really coming face to face with, with each other. Two of Cups, all about partnership and attraction, right? Beautiful. So they've got partnership and attraction for you. There's been a lot of growth. They've grown a lot. They've looked back at their childhood and seen their older ways, and now they've grown from that and they want to move forward in love. And this is about persevering, right? So knowing that they've grown in love, this is about, really focusing on the past and how the past has affected their love life, right? And how things are changing for them because of their connection with Source, right? You see it kind of that those arrows, connection with Source. So it's looking back at memories in terms of the growth and what they're telling themselves as a child. And now that they're full grown, it's now looking at things and saying, this is how much I've grown, and this is affected by love life and how I communicated in love. Anything else for them? 10 of Voices. Yeah, putting something to an end that was no longer serving for them. And I think it's a limiting belief or some sort of negative emotion. This is, again, sword energy. So putting something to an end. I'm going to pull one more card on this one here in terms of where they're at. The 10 of Voices is about defeat or some sort of loss. Or it's giving up something and creating some sort of victory, right? Some sort of victory and letting something go and surrendering of some sort, okay? But it's the 10, which brings out a new beginning. But let's take a look. Yeah, the energy has shifted. Now they're able to take a leap in love. They weren't able to do that because the energy was stuck, right? It had been almost pinned, right? But this is about them surrendering it. Again, could be doing with an air sign, but this is lucky. This is about their karmic cycle has shifted, and now the energy has changed within them. And now they're ready to leap forward with a brand new beginning, and knowing that they're safe as well. So this is so cool. So the Wheel of Fortune, they're ready to take the leap. Okay, they just had to let go of something. Okay, tell me a little bit more from the love cards that wants to come out for this other person in terms of where they're at, pertaining to their love life. What wants to come out? One in a million, special love, right? So, they are now feeling that that's what they're looking for, and they probably see that in you, okay? And that's what I'm thinking is coming through here. Anything else? Definitely see you as that, right? And again, it's kind of like that pearl in that oyster, that gem, and then I get spring. So it's about right now planting the new seeds that you want to come to fruition. So what they're doing is they're planting the new seeds and pathways and new beginnings so they can actually blossom, right? Blossom in love, blossom within the situation, right? What is it that they needed to surrender on this side? We know for you that it could have been some self-worth, right? Emotions, and maybe coming forth in that, and standing in your power, right? Let's take a look at what this is for them. What is it that they needed to get rid of from this Ten of Swords? Ten of Swords energy, any information that wants to come out? Oh, 2 cards came out. So they had to go through some complete healing because they needed to surrender to negative emotions. Just exactly what I thought. Exactly. So cross-watch if you're interested in this, if you want a little bit more help with that, hence beyond the read up here or in my description box below. But what this is talking about, that is really surrender to healing of past childhood situations is really what I feel here. And really not letting their thoughts take control of their actions without them stepping in and saying, okay, thank you, mind, for sharing that, but I'm going to move this way, right? And being in control over your thoughts or negative thoughts that surface them. And that's what they were working on. So beautiful. What is it that they like most about you? What is it that they like most about Gemini? Let's take a look. What do they like most about Gemini? Here it is. The world, cosmos, their connection. They feel that you've got this spiritual connection with each other, that you complete each other, and you can really communicate with each other telepathically is what I feel here that's coming through here. It's about communication, that world cosmos. You've got a really beautiful spiritual connection here, and it's beautiful. It's amazing, all right? So that's what they like about you. Anything else that they like most about you? That you're able to drop the burdens. No more climbing uphill, dropping the burdens and letting them go within a situation. That is the 10 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So no more climbing uphill, dropping the burdens and opening up, right? What they like most about you? Yeah, and dropping the bondage, that devil energy. Dropping the bondage that keeps you attached and keeps one being from being a puppet, right? So getting rid of any sort of addictions that might be holding you back, any sort of addictions, what they like most, any sort of limiting beliefs or negative emotions or anything of the sort. And definitely check out our rapid change session, guys, for those of you that need some help within that. I've been doing so many of those lately, and I'm so blessed. It has been so powerful with just those 2 services. It has been powerful, I will say, at the very least. And it has just been so amazing. It almost makes me want to cry because it's really amazing to see people step into their power and really change their life. And I just love being a part of that. So thank you. For those of you that have checked that out. Sparks, yeah. Getting rid of the bondage and now ready to step into some new passion, the spark of some brand new energy now, right? So this is beautiful. What is it that they dislike about you? They love your energy, okay? They love your energy, your creativity, and they love the chemistry that they have with you, okay? What do they dislike? What's coming through here? The Hermit card, how you maybe focus too much on materialistic things, it could be, or this is bringing this to light, guys. I don't know what's going on out there, but I don't know. It's a nice Saturday, everyone's happy, right? So, but this is really bringing to light. So this is about Hermit energy. So this is about really focusing. This is Virgo energy. So timing. What they don't like is spending time alone, and they actually would like you to maybe not spend so much time alone and to come out of that. And this is the Queen of Materials, which is this gratitude and luxury. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. There's some sort of event that's happening, I guess, out there. I had to go out and check it out, what's going on. So, okay. So, but getting back to the Queen of Materials. So again, just, I think that they dislike the fact that you're able to hold your own, and maybe that they feel that you won't need them. It could be that type of thing. So that could very much well be the case in spending time alone. I am going to pull a love card on this because I want to see what wants to come out. Okay. I want to know what specifically this is. The Queen of Wands is really in gratitude and in luxury, right? So maybe they feel that you might not need them so much, and maybe that you have everything that you want on your own, that you've gained your enlightenment. So let's take a look a little bit more. What is this coming through here? Yeah, what they don't like is any sort of mental mind games or manipulation. Okay, any strings. I think they don't like to. What they don't like is any strings. Let's look at this a little bit further. Investments. They are folk. What they don't like is this is like investments, stability. You've got the stability, right? And maybe they feel a little bit threatened by that, guys. Let me just look a little bit more. Tell me more on this Queen of Pentacles, okay? Three of Voices. Okay, so this is the Three of Swords. So this is about maybe they've had some sort of a separation and heartbreak. They dislike separation and heartbreak away from you. They're heartbroken. It's really what I feel. They're heartbroken away from you, right? They maybe cried a little bit, guys, too, from this. I'm telling you, they really, I think they really missed you. Tell me a little bit more about the Three of Voices. One more here. Yeah, the Three of Voices moves into the three. They want teamwork and collaboration to build something rather than to be left out, okay? And that's really what I feel here. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, and this is air energy. So there you go, guys. I'm going to take this over to an extended, but what we're really going to cover is really a little bit more about this other person to find out, a little bit more on what it is that... what is it that a little bit more about what it is that what's going to be their next move, right? What's going to be their next move? What is it that they haven't told you? What they're most afraid of? What it is that they are the biggest challenge in this relationship or situation? Messages from both sides on what you might want to say to each other, what they're most inspired by about you, and then the possible outcome and advice. So if you are interested in that, do check it out. It's going to be pretty in depth. So I look forward to seeing you next time, guys, if I don't see you on the other side. And until then, namaste.